I guess it's just Sam here again, and I decided today that I'm going to be talking about a story that has to do with the beginning of my life going up until now, and hopefully you'll be able to catch the moral, but I feel like it's a good story to be able to tell my own personal experiences, and then to give my opinion on a topic. And the topic today is bullying. From very early on in my life, I went to a very small Catholic school, and from first grade until fifth grade, I ended up going to a school named Providence Catholic. I have no qualms with Catholic school in general. If you want to send your kid to a Catholic school to be able to raise them up in that faith, then do so, but it was less about the Catholicism that I had a problem with and more about the people that were there. From the very beginning, the school is a very generational school, meaning that parents still live in the area from when they went there. They'll send their kids there again, and generation after generation after generation, kids will go there over and over and over again. So when I transferred there in first grade, even though it's a very young grade, I was already on the out group. I was one of the kids that hadn't been there for generations and generations. I already had that not going for me. And then, to compound that, I was interested in a lot of different things than what the kids that hung out there were interested in. It was a very rural society. My parents weren't farmers. They weren't into agriculture. They weren't super, super staunch Christians. And they weren't Republicans. Well, for the most part. So I had been growing up with these beliefs instilled in me, and they were very different from the kids around me. I was a little bit more sensitive, and from a very early age, I was on the out group. Until around sixth grade, I didn't really have any close friends, and I'm not sure what that did to me. I can't really determine that from this early of an age, but throughout that entire period, I didn't really have any friends. And as kids started growing older, they realized that it's not enough to leave a kid out. It's not enough to just let them do their own thing. So they were taught through their parents or through their siblings that it would make sense to be able to say, that person is different from me, so why not point out those differences and view it as a negative thing? So I got bullied for my height. I was really tall compared to all the rest of them. I got bullied for my hair because I liked having my hair up, and apparently that's a thing that you can bully someone on. I don't understand that even now. And I got bullied for talking a different way and speaking in a different way than them. So I tend to speak with a more intellectual tone, and I don't throw around slurs a lot, and I'll call people out for using slurs and stuff like that. They were taught by their parents and taught by generations of living around these people that you can persecute someone for being different than you. And so it just happened that I had the smallest little insignificant difference, not even race, gender, creed, sexuality, none of those things I was different from them on. The things that we would think that you would call out someone for bullying today would be. But I was none of those things different, and they still found things to be able to bully. Then at sixth grade, I got transferred into a different school, and that was honestly the first time that I had a really good friend that wasn't my sister. I got a chance to be able to make friends with people that I had something in common with because it was a public school and there were a lot more kids there. I had a chance to be able to work on music and get to know people that loved music as much as I did, and be able to talk to people that had similar interests as me instead of being in this very small closeted school. Until that point, I thought that I was the only one. I was the only one that had all of these different characteristics and traits because I hadn't been exposed to anything else. So I said, I guess I'm just weird. And then going to that different school opened my eyes to that these people that I used to view as the normal weren't exactly normal. They're just their own group. Then there's a lot more groups than just what I would have previously considered normal. I also got bullied a lot less because these kids that I went to at the new school, Randall Consolidated, they were more accepting, they were more inclusive because they had a greater chance to be able to deal with other people and be able to talk to them more and understand different points of view. So from there, I got a chance to be able to get to know different points of view when I started creating friend groups. And after that year, sadly, I transferred again. And so I transferred to another new school that's kind of connected to the high school that I graduated from. But I think that that was another good switch for me, and I got a chance to be able to make friendships that I even still have to this day. So, if there's a lesson to be learned from this, I would just like to pose questions to bullies. Or someone, you may not even look at yourself as a bully, but if you even to the smallest extent have put someone down for something they can't control or something that they believe, if you put someone down to that extent, then even in the smallest little infinitesimal amount, a bully. First, what do you have to achieve? Why are you doing this? Just because someone doesn't believe in the same things as you, does that mean that they deserve to be treated unfairly? Second, why not stop? What's holding you back from being able to see different points of view? I think that takes a lot to look in on yourself and be able to say, just because this person is different from me, that doesn't mean that I have to persecute them, and that doesn't mean that I have to bully them. So just look within yourself and be able to see these things. And third, how is what I'm doing spreading positivity throughout the world? I believe in the philosophy of the things that you do right now affect the entire world around you. Whether that's on the internet, with your friend group, and just in society today. If you can do something positive for the rest of the world, then why would you not do that? Whether that be under the lens of religion, sociology, your profession, just anything that you can do, or even something as simple as holding a door open for someone or holding your tongue on something that might be hurtful to someone else. If you can do something good for the people around you, then why would you not? I hope that through my life and the people that are watching this, they get a chance to be able to spread positivity to the rest of the world. I guess that's it. So, this has just been Sam here.